Hello everyone, this is Kat and I'm here with Jeff.
Hello.
As Jeff says hello. I am here interviewing some potters, a potter, maybe a couple more potters if they'd let me. Jeff is my new instructor and I'm so excited that I got him because I could even make a cylinder before I came here. Anyway, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the name of your studio?
Yeah, the studio's name is Adjusting Sails Dirtworks. You can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails. A lot of changes in my, careers and whatnot over the last 15 years. Moved here to Tyler 3 years ago from Salt Lake City, Utah. We had a studio back home for 10 years. I taught classes back there. We probably averaged 35 to 40 students a month. I had 8 people that rented space from me, 3 electric kilns, 2 gas downdraft kilns, and basically all the equipment that we need. Excuse me while I go answer this phone. You back?
We're back.
All right. I used to be a special ed teacher, and I took a pottery class for stress relief, and just fell in love with it. And that was, almost 20 years ago now. So I've been throwing for 20 some years.
A day or two.
Yeah. I basically am self-taught. So I took a community ed class, and you could go one night a week for 3 hours, and that's the only access you had to the studio. So I sought out other studios. I found a really nice place in Salt Lake City where I basically learned as much as I could, just like a sponge. So I got in and I basically just watched them load kilns and make glazes and kind of being over their shoulder, and I think they finally just got tired of that and said, hey, why don't you just do it yourself? So they kind of showed me how to do stuff, and which was really good because I learned a lot from a couple of really good potters back home. And then I do a lot of workshops and watch a lot of videos, and try to spend as much time with other potters, just because you can get other ideas and kind of see how people do stuff a little bit differently. It's not like this is the only way that you can throw a bowl or whatever. There's lots of different ways that different potters do it, and so it's nice because you can always kind of pick up some different techniques from other people, and just sharing ideas and recipes. Potters are a very kind of down to earth and real sharing kind of people. They're kind of proud of their work and their profession, and at the same time they're pretty good about getting others kind of involved or helping them kind of progress along in their endeavors with pottery or ceramics.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah, so right now I have a gas firing going out back. Started it last night. Hope to finish it later on this afternoon or later tonight. So it'll be the second firing since we moved down here. Kind of trying to get it redialed in. A little different down here. We have humidity in Texas, East Texas.
Nah.
Back home in Salt Lake City, there's like no humidity, even when it rains. It gets done and there's no humidity at all. So anyway, what other questions you have?
Well, basically that's it. I was going to show the studio.
Okay.
It was a really fortuitous adventure. My husband, my company, Glenwood Blind and Awning, we did the awnings for this building, and the owner of the building was like, hey, there's going to be a pottery place. And so my husband was so happy. He came home and told me about it, and I anxiously awaited until it opened.
Yeah, so it worked out good. We started the first month, we had 6 students. That was in July, was our first month. And then August, I think we had 9, I have 12 this month. And hopefully maybe we'll have 14 next month. We'll have to see when it finishes up. In light of all the COVID, it's, part of it is I'm just advertising by a little A-frame sign out front and word of mouth, Facebook and Instagram.
Now YouTube.
And now YouTube, yes.
Yes.
I had a really nice article that was published in the Tyler paper, I guess it was about a month and a half ago, that generated a lot of good new people for me, which was kind of nice. This guy saw the sign and he decided he wanted to do a article about the pottery studio. So I felt
Okay.
pretty good. It was on the front page. I beat out COVID and president, so
Well,
I was pretty happy that day.
Jeff for president, here we
Yeah,
go.
not the president. Maybe president of the pottery, but we'll leave it at that.
Well, he's been most excellent teacher, and I see that more people are coming on my nights. And so I don't think I'd be anywhere near where I'm at without your expert
Well,
help.
thank you. I think part of it is just, people that come in that have some skills. Sometimes it's a matter of kind of refining skills, or just maybe kind of getting them to do things a little bit differently. Kind of like with centering. The big thing with centering is if your arms are bouncing around, you won't get centered. So you have to find some way to kind of get things so that your body's quiet, and then the clay will kind of do what you want it to do. You got to be the boss of the clay.
Be the boss.
So be the boss.
Be the boss. Okay, well, we've hit 6 minutes, so that's about the most attention that anybody has on YouTube. So
Okay.
we're going to end this, and thank you so much.
You are more than welcome. Come by and see us.